They told you it was too late. Too late to start over. Too late to change. Too late to become something more than what you are right now. And maybe you believed them. Maybe you told yourself the same lie quietly every night. That the moment passed. That you missed your chance. That life already decided for you. But here's the truth no one told you. As long as you're breathing, it's not over. As long as you're still here, you still have a choice. Time doesn't disqualify you. Fear does. Regret does. Giving up does. It's never too late to decide that your life means more than this moment. It's never too late to refuse the story you've been living and start writing a new one. The clock hasn't run out. You just stopped moving. Look at where you are right now. Not where you wish you were. Not where you think you should be. Right here. This is not the end of your story. This is a checkpoint. A pause. A moment asking you a question. Are you done trying? Or are you just getting started? You didn't fail because you started late. You failed because you stopped believing it was still possible. Somewhere along the way, you let doubt convince you that opportunity had an expiration date. That dreams belong to the young. That reinvention has a deadline. That growth only happens once. That's a lie. Growth doesn't care about your age. Purpose doesn't check the calendar. Strength doesn't ask how many times you've failed before. The only thing that matters is what you decide next. You're not behind. You're just early in a different chapter. Every day you wake up is proof that life hasn't given up on you. So why have you given up on yourself? Why are you measuring your worth by someone else's timeline? Their journey isn't yours. Their pace isn't yours. Their beginning wasn't your beginning. Some people start early. Others start broken. Some start with support. Others start alone. Some start confident. Others start scared. None of that determines who finishes strong. What matters is that you start again. Starting again doesn't mean you're weak. It means you're brave enough to try after disappointment. It means you're strong enough to believe again after loss. It means you refuse to let your past define your future. You think you've wasted time. Maybe you have. But wasted time still teaches lessons. Pain still builds awareness. Struggle still sharpens perspective. Nothing you've lived through was for nothing unless you choose to learn nothing from it. You don't restart from zero. You restart from experience. Every mistake taught you something. Every failure showed you what doesn't work. Every setback forced you to see what matters. You're not starting over empty-handed. You're starting wiser. Stop telling yourself you're too late. You're not late. You're ready. Ready because you've been humbled. Ready because you've been tested. Ready because you finally understand what it costs to stay the same. The truth is, comfort kept you stuck longer than failure ever did. Fear of looking foolish kept you quiet longer than fear of failing ever did. You waited for the perfect time and it never came. It never does. The perfect time is now. Not because conditions are ideal, but because waiting hasn't helped. You don't need permission to begin again. You don't need approval to change direction. You don't need validation to want more from life. The moment you decide is the moment things shift. Even if no one believes in you yet. Even if the path is unclear. Even if your confidence feels fragile. Begin anyway, because the only thing worse than starting late is never starting at all. You still have dreams you haven't touched. Potential you haven't used. Strength you haven't tested. And the world doesn't need a perfect version of you. It needs a committed one. This is not about catching up to anyone else. This is about finally showing up for yourself. Stop counting the years you think you lost. Stop replaying every wrong turn, every delay, every moment you wish you could undo. You can't move forward while staring backward. The past is a place to learn from, not a place to live in. Regret is heavy. It drains energy, convinces you that because you waited, you're disqualified. But regret only has power when you let it define your next move. The moment you choose action, regret loses its grip. You are not late to your life. You arrived exactly when you were meant to understand what matters. Some lessons only come through time. Some clarity only comes through pain. Some strength only comes from being broken and choosing to rebuild anyway. If starting late means starting with awareness, humility, and purpose, then you didn't lose time. You gained wisdom. Think about how many people stay stuck not because they can't change, but because they're afraid to be seen trying, afraid to look inexperienced, afraid to admit they don't have it all figured out. But growth requires humility. It requires being willing to be a beginner again. Being a beginner isn't embarrassing. Staying stuck is. You don't need to move fast. You need to move forward. Small steps count. Consistent steps compound. Progress doesn't care how dramatic the change looks. It only responds to effort. One step today is stronger than 1,000 plans tomorrow. You don't have to rebuild everything at once. Just start with one decision, one habit, one action that aligns with the life you want. Momentum will follow movement. There will be days when you feel behind, days when comparison creeps in, days when doubt whispers that it's pointless now. Those are the moments that matter most. Those are the moments where you either reinforce the old story or create a new one. And the new story starts with this belief. It's not too late. It's not too late to change your habits. It's not too late to rebuild your body. It's not too late to sharpen your mind. It's not too late to repair your life. It's not too late to become disciplined. It's not too late to chase something meaningful. As long as you're alive, you still have influence over the direction you're heading. You don't need to erase your past to build your future. You just need to stop letting it hold the pen. Your age is not the problem. Your circumstances are not the problem. The real danger is believing the lie that says growth has an expiration date. Look around. Every day, people reinvent themselves. Not because it's easy, but because staying the same hurts more. Pain becomes purpose when you decide to use it. You don't change because time passed. You change because you decide to. Decision creates direction. Direction creates momentum. Momentum creates transformation. Waiting hasn't protected you. Hesitation hasn't saved you. Comfort hasn't fulfilled you. Only action ever will. So take responsibility. Not for what happened, but for what happens next. The future isn't asking for perfection. It's asking for courage. And courage doesn't mean you're not afraid. It means you move anyway. You don't need to see the whole path. You just need to take the next step. Clarity comes from motion, not from waiting. Stop asking, what if it's too late? And start asking, what if I start anyway? Because the people who change their lives aren't the ones who start early. They're the ones who start despite the fear, despite the doubt, despite the time that passed. And once you start, everything changes. There will be moments when your past tries to pull you back. Old habits, old fears, old voices reminding you of who you used to be. That's normal. Change doesn't erase history overnight. It replaces it slowly through repetition and commitment. You don't break free by making one decision. You break free by making the same decision every day. To show up, to try again, to refuse to quit when it gets uncomfortable. Consistency matters more than intensity. You don't need a perfect week. You need a committed one. Progress is built in the ordinary days, not the dramatic ones. Stop waiting to feel ready. Readiness is built through action. Confidence grows after you move, not before. Every time you keep a promise to yourself, you strengthen the belief that you can trust who you're becoming. Discipline isn't about punishment. It's about self-respect. It's choosing the future you want over the comfort you have right now. Every disciplined action is a message to yourself that your life is worth the effort. You will be tempted to quit when results are slow, when no one notices, when the excitement fades. That's when the work becomes real. That's when most people stop. And that's exactly why you can't. The gap between who you are and who you want to be is closed by what you do daily. Not what you plan, not what you hope, what you repeatedly execute. Your journey doesn't need to make sense to anyone else. You don't need approval to change. You don't need applause to grow. Quiet progress is still progress. Some people will only respect your decision after they see your results. Let them watch. You're not here to convince anyone. You're here to become something better than yesterday. Let go of shame. Shame keeps you frozen. Growth requires forgiveness. Forgive yourself for what you didn't know then. You did the best you could with the awareness you had. Now you know more. Now you can do better. You are not defined by your worst moments. You are defined by your next ones. Every time you choose discipline over excuses, you rewrite your identity. You become someone who finishes, someone who follows through, someone who doesn't quit when it gets uncomfortable. The truth is, starting late can be an advantage. You're more focused, more intentional, less distracted by ego. You understand the cost of wasting time, so you don't take effort lightly. You don't chase everything anymore. You chase what matters. And when you commit fully, progress accelerates. Not because life gets easier, but because you get stronger. One day, you'll look back and realize the moment you feared was actually the moment that saved you. The moment you thought it was too late was the moment you finally stopped running. This is your turning point, not because everything is perfect, not because fear is gone, but because you decided to move forward anyway. Understand this clearly. Time didn't defeat you. You defeated yourself the moment you believed the lie that it was too late. And today, that lie ends. You are not disqualified by age, by mistakes, by delays, or by fear. You are only disqualified if you quit. And quitting is still a choice you don't have to make. Every sunrise is proof that life is offering you another opportunity, another chance to try, another chance to change direction, another chance to become disciplined, focused, and intentional. You don't need a dramatic restart. You need a daily commitment, a promise to yourself that no matter how small the progress feels, you will keep moving forward. There will be days when doubt returns, days when your past feels louder than your future. In those moments, remember this: your past is finished. Your future is waiting, and what you do today decides which one wins. Stop negotiating with fear. Stop asking permission to grow. Stop waiting for the right moment. The right moment is the one you choose. It's never too late to become healthier. It's never too late to rebuild your confidence. It's never too late to develop discipline. It's never too late to learn. It's never too late to start again. As long as you're alive, possibility exists. 1 year from now, you will be in a different place. The only question is whether that difference was created by intention or by regret. The time will pass either way. Make sure it passes with purpose. You don't need to rush. You don't need to prove anything. You just need to be consistent, day by day, step by step. One decision can change everything. The decision to stop accepting less than what you know you're capable of. The decision to show up even when it's hard. The decision to believe again. This is not the end of your story. This is the beginning of a stronger chapter. So stand up. Take responsibility. Choose effort over excuses. Choose growth over comfort. Choose action over fear. Because the truth is simple. It's not too late, and it never was.